You know how we're always told that to get massive success, you need to take massive action? Well, what if that's just not true? Today, we're digging into this wild idea from Atomic Habits that the biggest, most life altering changes actually come from the smallest improvements. And look, this isn't some fluffy motivational speech. No, this is like a user's manual for rewiring your brain. I mean, really, just let that sink in for a second. What if the life you've been dreaming of, being healthier, smarter, more successful, doesn't hinge on some huge, monumental effort, but on something so small it's almost laughable? The answer to this question, well, it's a total game changer. And it all boils down to this one number, 1%. Kind of looks like nothing, right? Pretty much meaningless. But that tiny little number, that is the secret key to unlocking exponential growth. Everything we're about to talk about is built on this simple yet incredibly powerful idea of just getting 1% better every single day. And here is where the math just gets mind-blowing. See, a tiny 1% improvement doesn't just add up. Oh no, it compounds. After a single year, you're not just 365% better, you are 37 times better. That's the incredible silent magic of compounding working in your favor. Okay, so if this really works, why do we quit so often? It's because we all hit this wall, the plateau of latent potential. It's that frustrating, soul-crushing phase where you're putting in all the work, but you see zero results. Think about it like an ice cube. It's sitting there at 29 degrees, 30, 31. You're pumping energy into it, but nothing seems to happen until, bam, it hits 32 degrees and you finally get the breakthrough. Your effort wasn't wasted. It was building up silently, just waiting for that tipping point. So this leads us to the first really big mindset shift. We are absolutely obsessed with setting huge goals. But what if that's the very thing that's holding us back? It's time to stop focusing on the destination and start falling in love with the journey. Just think about that for a minute. Every single athlete at the Olympics wants to win the gold medal. Every person starting a business wants to be a success. The goal is exactly the same for everybody. So if just having the goal isn't what separates the winners from the losers, what is? Well, here's the difference. The goal, that's the finish line. It's the result you're aiming for. But the system is the process you follow every single day to get there. Your goal might be to write a book. Your system is the habit of writing 500 words every morning. The truth is, you don't control the outcome, but you absolutely control the system. And here's the hard truth. You don't rise to the level of your goals. You fall to the level of your systems. You can have a goal to be a millionaire, but if your system is to spend more than you earn every month, well, your system is going to win every time. Your system is your destiny. Now that system you're building, it actually goes way deeper than just the things you do. This gets to the absolute heart of making change that actually lasts. It's not about what you want to achieve, it's about who you want to become. Real, true behavior change is identity change. The shift here is so subtle, but it's incredibly profound. An outcome-based approach says, I want to run a marathon, but an identity-based approach says, I want to become a runner. You see the difference? The goal isn't just some target out in the distance anymore. It's about embodying a new identity. You're not just doing something, you are being someone. And this one idea right here, it changes everything. Every single time you lace up your shoes and go for a run, you're casting a vote for I am a runner. Every time you choose to read one page instead of scrolling, you cast a vote for I am a reader. Your habits literally become the evidence that you collect about your own identity. And really, it's that simple. One small action is one vote. So cast it, and then cast another one. You don't need a landslide victory on day one. You just need to start winning the election for your new identity, one tiny vote at a time. And with enough evidence, that identity becomes real. It just becomes who you are. All right, so we've covered the what and the why. Now let's get into the practical, step-by-step how. Because this isn't just some feel-good philosophy, it's a precise, actionable toolkit for engineering the habits that will cast those votes for your new identity. So check this out. Every single habit you have, good or bad, follows this exact same neurological loop. There's a cue that triggers a craving, which motivates a response, which provides a reward. Your phone buzzes, that's the cue. You feel the urge to see the notification, that's the craving. You pick up the phone, the response, and you satisfy your curiosity, the reward. The 4 laws we're about to see are designed to let you hijack this loop for your own good. And boom, here it is, the entire system on one slide. It's so simple, it's brilliant. For any good habit you want to build, you just walk down the list. Make the cue obvious, make the craving attractive, make the action easy, and make the reward satisfying. And if you want to break a bad habit, you just flip it. Make it invisible, unattractive, difficult, and unsatisfying. This is literally the instruction manual for your own behavior. Okay, let's bring all this home. We've talked about the 1% rule, about focusing on systems over goals, about identity and the 4 laws. But what does all of this really mean for you, right here, right now? It means your future is literally being written in this very moment.
Just think about that. We tend to dismiss our habits as these little minor routines, right? Stuff we do on autopilot. But they are not small. They are the actual building blocks of your life. They are the architects of the person you are becoming. This is the ultimate reframe. That tiny choice to go for a walk instead of slumping on the couch, that's not just a choice about what you do with your evening. That's a choice about your destiny. Your daily, seemingly insignificant choices are what carve out the person you will be and the life you will live.
So it's time to let go of this myth of the big break or the overnight success. Real transformation isn't some single, dramatic event. It is the sum total of thousands of tiny, consistent votes you cast for who you want to be day in and day out. And that brings us to the final question. Really, the only one that truly matters. This isn't about tomorrow, or next week, or next year. It's about right now. What is one tiny, atomic action you can take today to cast a vote for the person you want to become? Because that single vote, that's how it all begins.